Okay, guys. So I'm making a very quick video on this new portable workstation that I bought from Motion Computing, and I'm doing it because I know a lot of artists out there. We're always looking for like a Cintiq type thing, and obviously we would love to have a Cintiq, but they're so damn expensive. So I've been doing research on trying to find a portable solution so that I can still work for my publisher at hashtag and still manage to like go on vacation with my wife, because honestly, who doesn't want to go on vacation, right? So, but I love my work and I don't want to be without work while I'm gone. That's the thing about freelance life. You know, you disappear, you don't get paid. You know what I mean? So, anyway, my whole thing was like, how can I find a solution that will let me still work while having fun with my wife in another state or whatever. You know what I mean? So, I've been looking for a solution for a while, and one of the things I came up with was the Surface Pro 3 and the Surface Pro 2, and buying a used companion from like eBay. And I mean, I had a lot of solutions that I had wanted to look into, but none of those was uh, feasible because of the money involved in some of those things. Plus, my buddy Martin Dunn, he kind of informed me that the Surface Pro 3 was kind of a crappy solution when it came to like drawing at corners. Or when the pen went to the corners, it would wig out, and it was very frustrating. So anyway, Martin, he constantly was like, just get the companion. You'll never regret it. You'll love the companion. It's a great tool. But companions are super expensive. So, me being a tech guy, I got a background in tech, and I know that in technology, there's always more than one way to skin a cat. You know, so I started researching and researching, researching. Finally, I hit upon this thing, motion computing. These are basically rugged tablets made for the medicine field and made for the military, for their use. But once they're done with them, they get repurposed and refurbished. And there's a company that specializes in selling these things once they're repurposed and refurbished. So I wanted to know if these things had good digitizers. Turns out they do. They have the Wacom Feel digitizers, which it's a pretty amazing. And as you can see, there's no lag in my drawing here. There really isn't, and it's very touch sensitive. And when I got this, it was preloaded with Windows 7 Professional. I've since done all the updates and upgraded it to Windows 10. So this is actually running Windows 10 right now. Okay, so for anyone who's curious, and my workstation, my actual desktop, has been running Windows 10 since it dropped, and I have had no issues. Totally honest. So there's that. The other thing I got asked is, does this run Photoshop? Because some of us still use Photoshop. I do too, from time to time. Although I love Manga Studio more than Photoshop. For comics, anyway. I can tell you that yes, it runs the current version of Photoshop. I lease the monthly app from Adobe for 20 something dollars. I forget what it is now. And it works just fine. So, what's the deal? Well, with this app, with this tablet, well, the responsiveness on it is amazing. The sensitivity on it is amazing. There is nothing wrong with it whatsoever. But let's say I want to draw near a corner, right? Now, obviously, I I bought this. It came with this is the non-Gorilla Glass version. This is the touchscreen with dual touch sensitivity. You don't want it because you don't want palm sensitivity on it, right? So, but you can disable it, which I did, and I left it with just pen enabled. Okay, and oh, by the way, since it uses a Wacom digitizer, this is actually, you can use it with a Wacom pen enabled or pen-enabled pen that you can buy aftermarket from Amazon. I use the built-in pen that came with it, Nothing wrong with it so far. I might try another pen some other day, but I don't know. Okay, so anyway, here I am. I'm gonna hit tab and make the screen super uber. Okay, and we're gonna bring this to the edges. Okay, and as you can see, it does not wig out on the edges, or maybe you can't see. Let me bring it over here a little bit. All right, does not wig out on the edges. You know, I mean, it's like woo, loopy doopy doo. No wigging out. Okay, it has keys here on the side. Let me bring this over here. It has these keys here on the side. It has, I don't know if you can see them, but it's got 3 buttons and a camera button plus a home button with some selector keys here. These can all be programmed to do different things. I had them programmed for zooming in, zooming out, rotating, and increasing and decreasing my pen size. Now I say I had them programmed because the programming got wiped out when I upgraded to Windows 10, and I'm in the process of downloading the drivers right now so that I can reprogram them. So whatever, it'll be done again, but they work. So you have hotkeys on this. What else? The good thing about this is, since it is a fully featured Windows 10 station, you can use this for work and still have all your apps. Like I have Netflix and Pandora and Twitter. Now, when you buy it from the manufacturer, which I'm going to put it in the comments, the refurbishing company, you get to spec it out. Now, the way I got it, with the processor that it has, the 4 gigs of RAM that it has, Windows 7 Pro on it, I think it came out to around $650. But this is a 10.5-inch screen, so it's huge. This is the size I'm used to working on my Monoprice digitizer tablet. So it's actually very useful. The other thing that I can say about it is that it doesn't wig out. You know, like I thought maybe there would be instances where it would wig out on me, the pen wouldn't work, it would stop working or whatever. There are people who say that in the comments online when I did the research, but when I did the research, it turns out these people bought it with like super low RAM, like 1 gig of RAM. Don't do that. Do yourself a favor, get it with more than 1 gig of RAM. And I got this with a 168 solid state drive, internal hard drive. So the best thing about this thing though is that it is a rugged tablet. So tested to military spec. What that means? Well, if you're in the military, you know what that means. Basically, this thing can be dropped, run over by a Humvee. It just keeps on going. Okay, it's waterproof. It's got these little doors here on the side that completely protect all your connections. So like your USB connections and all this other stuff that we all love on our laptops and stuff, that's all protected here. So here we go with, if I can get it open. Sorry, I chewed my nails here. So like here's one door open, and in here, I don't know if you can see, but in there is the network cable and headphone jacks in there. And then when I open this other door here, you can see USB ports, and I think that's that's a DVI port. So totally good machine. I can't really go into it more. This is the j3500 model from Motion Computing. It is refurbished, $635, I think, with shipping. It came up to $630 something. Without shipping, I think it was at about $600. So, just letting you guys know. Thanks.